Thank you guys for tuning in. The God in me salutes the God in you. Welcome to A Goddess Loves Abundant Living. I am a Goddess Love, your abundant living coach. I teach you how to be made whole in your body, mind, and your soul by raising your vibratory frequency through love, laughter, kindness, service to others, eating a healthy diet, and just by aligning yourself with the attributes of God. All right, you guys, so before we go into this video, let's go ahead and open up in prayer. Infinite Spirit, we give you all the praise, thanks, glory, and honor. Speak through me today. Allow your perfect will to be done in our lives. Bless everyone that's listening to the sound of my voice with health, wealth, love, joy, happiness, success, and infinite money. And so it is. All right, you guys, so do you feel like you have been Americanized? Too Americanized? Now, some of you guys probably thinking, what do you mean Americanized? Like, this is all I know. This is the only life I know, right? So what I mean by that is I'm looking around and just noticing some things in my own life. And the reality is we were born in this matrix. Okay, in this system that was set up for us. We were born into it. And so we have been given these rules and laws of do this and do that, don't do this, don't do that. So what I mean is everything was set up when we got here. You know, how you give birth, right or wrong, you know, and in Western society it was wrong, but everything was set up, how you give birth, what you feed your baby, you know, from the Similac and Enfamil and things like that, to the addictive baby food that's not good for the babies at all, to the toddler treats. Then the mother have to go back to work after about 6 weeks and leave the baby, and then the baby have to be in daycare away from the mom, you know, 8, 9, 10 hours a day. Then it's time for the child to go to preschool. The child is still away from the parent in a surrounding with, you know, all these other people. Then the child goes to school, elementary school. The child have to get all these shots in order to enter school, putting poison into their bodies. And then after elementary school, you know, they go into high school, and they learn how to compete with other kids and develop low self-esteem and low self-confidence and just all these different, you know, negative emotions that kids pick up during high school. And some pick them up a little before high school, like in middle school. And so just follow along, you guys. So high school, they learn in competition and, you know, how to compete with others and things like that. And, you know, then, you know, they say go to college. If you don't go to college, then you're not considered, I don't want to use the word great, but you're not doing nothing with your life if you don't go to college. So they want you to go to college. They will give you a $100,000 loan to go to college, but they won't give you a $10,000 loan to start a business. So there's a problem there. So in this Western society, this world that we live in, being Americanized, you know, it's a problem for me now. And I know that, again, we were born into this, and so we thought this was the right thing to do. But when you really look at reality and people and how we were created, we was not created to be cookie cutter people, all of us doing the same thing, you know? Like that path, they want to say that path is for everybody, pretty much. And so if you don't go to college and get a degree, you know, you're looked down on. And, you know, if you go to college and you get a degree, whether you use the degree or not, you're celebrated, you know, in some families and in some social groups and everything. And so then they tell you, you know, get a job, work, 40, 50, 60 years. They've developed pensions and things like that to keep you stuck in the matrix and to keep you dependent on them, so that you can't leave, so that you can have all this anxiety and fear built up behind, well, what am I going to do for money? What am I going to do for, retirement and all of that? And I totally understand, you guys, because again, it's what we've been taught. And if we don't know anything, we just don't know anything. And so I want to encourage you guys to learn something different, to find a different way to live your life without, I feel like I'm gonna speak for myself. I feel like I was in a box, okay? And, I couldn't go outside this box or this way of thinking, because of all this fear that was embedded, in us. And I'm gonna say us because even with going to different countries, they have tried to steer, especially black people, away from Africa, only showing, on television, the African children, real skinny, malnutrition, and flies all around them and everything. That's the only part of Africa that they showed when I was growing up. So I didn't have a desire to visit Africa, out of fear, and different countries, and, this country say, okay, we are the home of the free and the land of the brave and all of that. And in reality, it's modern day slavery. But they sell you this pipe dream, and they figure out ways to keep us stuck in this matrix. And so I just wanted to share my thoughts with you guys today, because I'm looking at these kids that has been Americanized. Now I have, and they were born here, so of course they're gonna be Americanized, but I'm looking at, I have a lot of clients from different countries like India and Africa and, just different countries. And so they leave their children in their country versus, how are you? Versus bringing them over here because they don't want their children to become Americanized. And so Americanized, I feel like is brainwashing. They don't want their children brainwashed into this society where there's a lot of disrespect in these kids. It's a lot of drugs and alcohol abuse and suicide and depression and, just all these negative things that go on. And I am not saying they don't go on in other countries, but when you look at different countries, their problems are different from the problems in America. And don't get me wrong, I'm grateful for being born in America and having the liberties and freedoms and things like that I have had in my life. But now where I am in life, I feel like when you get a certain age and you start looking at life different, it's time to get out of the rat race. Like, just kind of look at life for what it is. We were born in this system, and this system has been set up to keep you stuck in this system with, just think about it, you guys, a lot of debt. There's no freedom. People die in debt. They have this shiny thing that they dangle in front of you. You have to buy more, buy more, buy more, keep up with the Joneses, strive for more, 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 more. And where I am in life, you guys, like I said, I'm learning to become a minimalist. I have purged everything in my life, in my living space, my workspace, my body, just everything, because I see life differently. And I made a decision. I'm gonna get out of this rat race. It's not a race to me anymore. It's exhausting to live in America at this point in life. And I'm just looking back on a lot of things a lot of beliefs that I've had over the years about what success looks like. And all of that to me is just a lie. Like, They make the average person feel like they're not successful if they don't have all these accomplishments behind them. That's not true. You're already successful. You're already great. Okay, because you didn't go to college and you decided to be a stay-at-home mom, you're already great in that. If you're being the best stay-at-home mom that you could possibly be, then you're shining through your greatness. You know, you don't have to have all these titles behind you to tell you that you're great. And so I think, you know, we kind of get it twisted based on how we've been taught that we have to have all these titles behind us in order to feel great and think that we're great. And that is so not true. So again, you guys, I just wanted to share my thoughts with you because I know it's a lot of people out there that feel like I feel. And they say to me, like a lot of my clients that come into the salon, you know, they just talk about how they don't want their children to become Americanized. And if they allow their children to come over here, they're over here for a little while and then they send them back home, a lot of them, okay? Because they fall into this trap of the music. They fall into what's cool, you know, what they think is cool, you know. What else is it? The music and, you know, smoking all this weed and all this alcohol and these drugs and this party type life and, you know, just all of that. And these are things that's going to keep, these are things that's keeping people bound and stuck. And so the people that set this stuff up, everybody know who they is, right? They set this stuff up so that, you know, they don't want you to wake up to your higher self. They don't want you to rise in consciousness and realize who you are in God and as God. So they put all these distractions in front of you, not just the television and the radio and music and, you know, but all these drugs that they drop into the neighborhoods and all the liquor stores that's on, you know, every corner in the black neighborhoods. And, you know, they don't want people to wake up to who they really are. And they glorify all these things. They glorify drugs and alcohol. They put it in the music. They glorify it so the kids can follow behind it. They glorify all this alcohol. You know what I'm saying? Making it taste like pop, soda. Some people call it soda, I call it pop. So you got pop with alcohol in it or lemonade with alcohol in it and, you know, all these different things. And then I just found out they have these pens or something that the kids are smoking that have like cherry and blueberry and apple flavor and all that type stuff. So all these things to kind of get you and keep you stuck. And so if you like the taste of it, you're gonna keep drinking it, you're gonna keep smoking it, and you're just gonna stay stuck in the matrix. Like, there's so many webs, okay? So many distractions out there. Everywhere you turn, there are distractions and there are things that have been set up to keep you stuck. So if they can't get you on drugs or alcohol, they're gonna get you in the confidence area and make you feel bad if you don't go to college and get a degree and be in debt. They're gonna get you one way or the other, or they're gonna get you and making you feel like you gotta keep up with the Joneses and you gotta have the latest vehicle and the latest house and the latest this and the latest that, and they're gonna keep you stuck in debt where you working, and all these things keep you from going within and, you know, accessing your internal power and just waking up. All these things keep you so tired, number one, keep you so distracted, number two, to where you really can't wake up unless, people, you make a decision. You make a decision to take some time and to reevaluate your life. What's really important to you and what's not important to you. Because what's important to you now may be something that your parents told you you should be doing. Or, you know what I'm saying? Or your husband, your spouse, whoever told you you should be doing this, but it's not what you really want to do, but it pays the bills, right? It's making you money, right? But it's not what you really want to do. And so we have to learn how to live our lives authentically in what we really want to do and who we really are. And so, again, we were born in this matrix, this system that was set up. It was set up in a way, they set it up so skillfully. This is why people don't never wake up. Like, they set it up so skillfully. They got people in every area, and even through religion. Like, they get you through the food, and I want to say this because this is in the black community. There's a chicken shack on every corner. There's a church on every corner and a liquor store on every corner. Okay? And the neighborhoods are infested with drugs. So religion keep you bound, you guys, because the teaching in religion keep you constantly searching for a God outside yourself and never turn within and realize the God that lives on the inside of you. So religion keep you bound in this whole separation idea between you and God. Okay, when the Bible clearly tells us that I and my Father are one, and count it not robbery to equal yourself with God. So it clearly tells us that the kingdom of God is within us. Okay, but they continue to teach that you and God are separate and God is somewhere up in the sky. And then they get you through the food. They keep you bound with sickness and disease. And they have the worst quality of food in the black neighborhoods. And, you know, all these chickens and all this meat that has been induced with hormones and, you know, just all kind of disgusting stuff. I mean, selling already dead chickens that have died in the streets, you know, from whatever, not because they killed them, but they just died in the streets. They selling those chickens to Walmart and, you know, just all kind of disgusting stuff. So they keep people dependent on this matrix because they keep you sick through the food. So now you need the doctors and you need medication and, you know, all that type of stuff. And so you're dependent on them in that way. And then your jobs, they keep you dependent on them instead of, you know, this system wasn't designed to empower us so that we could be free and live a happy and a free life. It wasn't designed like that. It was designed to keep us bound up and stressed out and, you know, all of that. So even on the jobs, you guys, like I was saying, you know, they keep you working, you know, 30, 40, 50 years, and they tell you, oh, you got a good job, this is a good job. And I forget what job mean, and dang, it's a different language. I forget what job mean, but I'm gonna look it up and then I'm gonna tell you guys in my next video if I think about it. But it's a very negative word. So I don't even use that word job, like I have a job. I have a business. And I had to tell myself, stop saying I'm going to work. I'm not going to work like that. Like, my type of work is working on myself. So I am completely changing my language, you guys. And it's another thing that I wanted to touch on, and I'm gonna do another video about this, but I heard somebody say this. I don't say good morning. I don't say that. I say happy rising, or I'll say greetings, because I don't like how this society have flipped these words around. You know what I'm saying? Because words cast spells, right? That's why they call it spelling. And so I don't want nobody to have a good morning, to be in mourning. And then, what's another one? the weekdays. I don't want to be weak in the days. All week long, you're in the days. You're going to work. You focusing on that. You have this whole schedule set up for yourself during the so-called week, okay? And a lot of us be in the days. We just on autopilot, okay? And then the weekend. Well, during the week, it weakens you. So now you're at the weekend. So you're weakened by the time, you know, Friday, Saturday, Sunday come. And so there are a lot of play on words out there like that, you guys, that you need to be aware of. And just, I'm encouraging you to change your language and a lot of this stuff. People, ever since I was a little girl, my cousins used to get mad at me because whenever we would sing like a Whitney Houston song or something like that, I would change the lyrics. I like the beat, but I would change the lyrics. And so they would get mad and say, you always got to change the words to the songs. Why don't you just sing what the songs say? And I said, no, because if it don't resonate with me, I'm not doing it. And so I remember I'll Be Sure had a song out there. It was called Killing Me Softly with his words. So I changed the words to Healing Me Softly. I don't want nobody killing me softly. Like, no, heck no. So I changed it to Healing Me Softly. And just different things like that. So I wouldn't allow myself to sing certain lyrics to different songs. Now, if I like the artist and the beat and everything, I just change the lyrics and I sing what I want to sing. And then they would tell me, you always got to put God in everything. Like, okay, but that's who I am. Ever since I was born into this world, that's who I am. Like, I don't know anything else but God. And so, anyway, I just wanted to share this bit of information with you guys because I know it's a lot of people out there that have been just asking me different questions just about different things because people are waking up. I don't even like using that word either, awaken, you know, because awake is a place where people go to mourn the dead, like they're going to awake. So I have to think of another word that mean what I'm thinking versus, you know, what we're saying. So just think about what I'm saying, you guys, and just look at all these different words out here. Remember, words cast spells. That's why they call it spelling, because words cast spells. And just think about your life. Think about the so-called rat race that we have been in. Think about, do you need another house? Is it because you trying to keep up with somebody else, the reason you want another house? Or is it because, you know, you really do desire another house? Need another house. Like, think about your life. Why are you in college? Is it because you really want a degree? Do you think that's going to make you feel better about your life or about yourself? Or did somebody tell you, you know, you get a college degree and we're going to be so proud of you, but you know, all of that, but it's not what you really want to do? Like, just think about your life. Think about the job that you're on, again, or your place of employment. Think about your place of employment and if that's where you really want to be. Like, is that really the type of, I got to think of different words, y'all, work that you want to do, you know, while you're here on this planet? Are you living your best life? Like, are you living an abundant life? Are you happy in your life? And a lot of us are not happy in this matrix because we are rising in consciousness to what's really going on, and we're making the decision to get off of this merry-go-round. And so shout out to all the people out there that is rising in consciousness and making that decision to get off the merry-go-round. Because I know sometimes it could be hard, you guys, especially when you got your entire life hooked up in this matrix. And, you know, I run into a lot of people, some people, let me say this, They don't get out the matrix because their spouse is bound to the matrix. My spouse know me. And so if I make a decision, I'm out of here, which I have, he can't do nothing but accept that. Do that mean we're going to get a divorce or anything like that? No, it doesn't mean that. It means that he is not the type of man that's going to tell me what I can and can't do. And I'm not the type of woman that's going to tell him what he can and can't do. Now, it was like that when we first got together, but then we have grown into, like, we have just grown in the relationship. And like I tell him, I'm not going to be bound by no man. I don't care about all those titles or things like that. I have to live my life and be free. And he understands that. And so my point is, I know there are a lot of women out there that I coach. They can, I'm not gonna say they can't, they can make a different choice and a different decision, but they don't because of the relationship that they're in. And so at the end of the day, it all boils down to, it's your choice. It's a choice. And I just want to say every day, when I rise up out the bed, I choose me. Every day I choose me. And I am learning what that looks like for my life. Even in my business, you know, I have a certain amount of time before I retire because I'm choosing me in this moment of time. So again, you guys, I just wanted to share that with y'all because people have just been asking me different things. And, you know, y'all just pray about your life and ask God to just open your eyes. You know, ask your higher self to just come forth in you and open you up to see things how God sees things, right? And to just open your eyes to life. And I know it's scary for some people, but it's necessary that we open up our eyes and that we rise in consciousness so that we can learn how to ascend out of here, okay? And not be stuck and bound, you know, in this matrix, because the way they got the system set up, you born in it, you live in it, you die in it. And they don't want you changing nothing as far as their systems are concerned. They want you to just, you know, these certain things in life that you do, you know, you work all year, you get 1 week vacation. 1 week vacation. I don't even like using that word week, but you get, you know, I don't even like using the word days, but it is what it is until I figure out different words to get my message across. So I'm going to do some studying today, you guys, so that I can figure out these different words that I need to use in order to get my message across so that I don't be using these low vibratory words that, you know, they have created for us to use on a daily basis. All right? So with that being said, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this video. I love y'all. If you feel like you have become too Americanized and you just need to get off this roller coaster, this merry-go-round, hey, leave me a comment, you know, in the comment section. Tell me how you feel. A lot of y'all email me all the time or send me text messages about how you feeling about different things. And I got a couple of y'all say, make a video about this, make a video about this. So I'm making a video, and I'm always making the videos for the ones that say, hey, make a video about this. So leave me a comment. Don't just email me, but leave me a comment so other people can see and know that, you know, somebody out there is understanding what I'm saying. All right, what else? If you have not already subscribed to this channel, go ahead and subscribe to this channel. Share it with your family and friends. Don't forget to click the notification bell so you can be notified of new and upcoming videos. Also, go to the website at goddesslove.org. Go ahead and download your free prayers and affirmations. And visit our store. We have a lot of wonderful empowerment and inspirational stuff in our store, like t-shirts and mugs and affirmation water bottles and self-defense keychains and books and journals and all kind of wonderful stuff, you guys. So check out our store. And yeah, if you would like to set up a day and time to have a coaching session about how to escape the matrix, send me an email at send me an email at a A-L, A as in apple, L as in lion, A-L @gmail.com. Send me an email and we could go ahead and set up time. Or you can just go to the website and schedule out a session at agoddesslove.org. All right, you guys, so thank y'all for tuning in and connecting with me today. Your love and support is greatly appreciated. Thank y'all for being a part of my journey, seriously. Thank you for allowing me to come on here and be a part of your journey. And I appreciate you guys so very much for all your love and all your support. As you guys know, I will be retiring soon, going on my year sabbatical, and just keeping my face before the Lord in study and ministry and things like that, and how I can help more people, you know, with our women retreats and things like that. So if you would like to donate to this channel, go ahead and click the description and go ahead and donate to the channel. All your love and support is greatly appreciated. So until next time, you guys, be blessed, be free, be happy, be prosperous, be at peace, happy, creative, spread love, joy, and positivity every single day of your life.